So we're on our way to the New York International Auto Show, and basically I'm going to, in anticipation of the fact that it's probably going to be not as great as last year, which was not as great as the year before that, which was not as great as the year before that, what I'm pretty much going to do is, like last year, I'm going to clip my videos for basically every single exhibit. So like when I go to like the Subaru exhibit, like I'll stop the video and make a separate section for every single exhibit. So that'll make it pretty easy to basically, you know, like if you watch it, it'll make it easy to watch it, because this way you'll know exactly where each car segment is. But the reality is, maybe it's prejudice, but based on the last couple of shows, I haven't been really impressed. I think that this show's gonna suck. I think it's only gonna be basically electric vehicles, hybrids, and that's it. Like, I know there's gonna be a couple of sports cars, there's gonna be a couple of supercars, but nothing exciting. Like, for instance, I'm not gonna see a Bugatti Tourbillion there. I'm not gonna see, like, I know they have a Lamborghini Revuelto, but I've already seen that. So, you know, the problem is I see things and I drive so many cars until at this point you can't impress me. Once I drove like the Tesla Plaid and I drove like all the performance Teslas and everything, it's like you can't really impress me. How you doing, sir?
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like I can't be impressed anymore. So, you know, but anyway, I can't really be impressed anymore. I mean, I've driven the Tesla Plaid, for God's sakes. It's like, once you drive that, it's like speed just doesn't mean what it used to mean. It's like, you know, so I don't know. Maybe it's just that I'm getting older. Maybe I'm getting bored. That's probably what it is. But then again, most of these cars are boring. So, you know, we'll just see what we see. So some people might say, oh, why didn't you drive? You don't want to drive into Manhattan when Jacob Javits Center. You do not want to drive there because the traffic is off the hook, for one. And then on top of that, the parking is fucked up. Like, there's no place to park. It's like everything around that convention center is it's a mess. Like, I've shown you that, I think, last year and the year before that. But to tell you the truth, these shows have been boring since like 2018, and you know, hopefully it'll be somewhat interesting. But we actually have a better show in Long Island. It's called the Electric Expo, and they bring all of the cars, and they actually let you drive the cars. See, in the Jacob Javits Center, all you can do is sit and ride. You're not allowed to drive anything. They drive, you sit. And to me, that doesn't make sense for me, because, you know, I have the best of both worlds. So I would rather wait till the Electric Expo if I was going to do stuff like that. But yeah, it is what it is. I had to fight myself to actually want to go to the show, because, to tell you the truth, I haven't really been impressed by it in you know, the last couple of years. But I'll give it a chance and see what happens. We were just here a couple of days ago. Madison Square Garden. Very, very long walk, more than half a mile, I'm finally reaching the Jacob Javits Center. So, let's see what the line looks like. Usually I get here on time, but we're about 20 minutes after open. I don't think it makes a difference. I'm just glad I came here on a day when most other people have to work. See, we have spring break right now. Most of the people will come here Saturday and Sunday. Oh my God. Yeah, you see, line's not even that long. It's a short line. Normally the line's completely wrapped around the building. I think, you see, the thing about it is, this show is getting less and less exciting every single year.
Making funny noises.
Lincoln Nautilus, I think. Oh, that's the Aviator. My fault. I don't even know if Lincoln is actually going to have an exhibit because they didn't have one last year, so we'll see. All right, I guess I should be crossing over. Beep. Cop car. Yeah, as long as you keep them on camera, they're safe. The last thing they want is to give me a multi-million-dollar lawsuit because I'm buying that Bugatti. I'll wait till I get to security, buy a ticket. Oh, they got new scanners.
One at a time, folks. Single file. You got a laptop in there and like that. Don't walk on
I can do the little reader thing.
Yeah, that'll trigger.
Okay, so they got some old cars here. There's some old classics. The what is that? The Pontiac Firebird. My uncle, one of my uncles, he's dead now. He's deceased, but he had one of those. It was a pretty cool car. And this is that Back to the Future time machine. I think they were trying to, DeLorean as a company is trying to bring those back. And there's of course, the Veyron. I don't look at the Veyron the same way anymore because the Veyron used to be like the fastest, but then they made it better and they built the Chiron. This is a 2006 Bob Kirkies, or it's a nice car, but man, we got freaking electric cars that blow the shit out of this car. The only thing these electric cars need is the top speed to be like 300 miles an hour, and then it's all over. All right, so let's get in there. I should have started from the other side, but I'll walk back over to the other side and start on that side, work my way over. It doesn't really matter what side you start from, but... Packard, Buick, yeah. That was back when America actually built things. Toyota, Hyundai. I remember Mercedes, BMW, they had that whole side locked down. Subaru, Kia. I remember Mercedes and BMW, they had that side locked down. Now, it's nothing but freaking Kia and Hyundai. All right, so let's get in here. I think when I get my, Jesus, static electricity. When I get my iPhone 17, I'm also gonna get an Anchor portable battery, one of the new ones that they have. Because right now I have my Mophie 8X, but that's getting old. All right, so we'll start with the Ford show. All right, so we're here at the Ford show. I'll start with Ford.
Hi everyone, my name is Jennifer. Welcome to the Ford Trivia Challenge, where you'll have a chance to earn a prize by answering
There's a Ford Expedition. Platinum, huh? What they got there? Little touchscreen. My uncle, I made a video of it. One of my uncles has a Ford Expedition Platinum, and he has everything in it, including the rear televisions, because he's got little kids. This is the new Expedition. Oh, so this is a new Expedition. Oh, the Tremor. Yeah, these cars are boring, though. You can't even get a V8 no more. When I had a 2002 Expedition, the 2002 Expedition had, what is it? It had the Triton V8 motor. So this is the back of the new. Look at this. This looks like a Nissan, kind of.
Well, welcome. What is your name here? Welcome, Sharon. Sharon's gonna be over.
Yep, same interior.
All right, we got Sharon and Mike here. Let's start off with our first question. Now, Ford Motor Company was founded by Henry Ford over 100 years ago. All right. So
These things are big buses. Basically, it's like you get in the middle lane and you just drive. You do not change lanes.
Sharon, that is correct. 1903. All right, you get the first point. All right, Mike. You got a chance to recover over here.
The wheels are nice.
All right, sweet. So here we go. Second question. For 2025, the Ford Maverick offers a new lower street performance logo. Now, what does the word logo mean?
Actually, I just realized the steering wheel is not a perfect circle.
Yeah.
It's they want it to be cool. It's like a donut. It's a nice donut.
You won't get to win. Excited. And because you're so dedicated workers.
All right, that's enough of that. It's like all trucks. See, right now, the U.S. market, and I hope it doesn't happen because I do remember when we made the transition from cars to SUVs, but it looks like the U.S. market is about to make a transition from SUVs towards trucks, because now it's like trucks are like the only thing you can buy that has like non-compromising space. Hi. Mach-E Rally Edition. What is this? They're looking at a Mustang. Nah. I'm not interested in Mustang that much. That's the new one.
Look at that car.
Which one?
What?
You like that one? That one? Yeah, that one.
Look at that.
You want to see this one?
Yeah, it's all trucks. It's all trucks. The American market might just be about getting ready to make a transition to trucks. Because if you really think about it, it's all trucks now. So we got the C8s. You're not allowed to get into them, except like a few of them, but some of them are locked. Is this the new one? Is this the, I think this is the new one. Yeah, I think that's the new one right there. Me personally, I don't see a real difference. It's like, so what? This is a E-Ray. Okay. Yeah, this one's a 2025 E-Ray. So I'm guessing that the black one up there must be the ZR1. Yeah, I see the sign now. I wish they turn that goddamn music down. Because the problem is, it's like YouTube will stop you because of the freaking copyright. And then now you gotta spend a long time getting that music out. Pain in the ass. Wish they turned that goddamn music off. Okay, look at those wheels. All right, nice wheels, nice wheels. I like that. We're going blue. That's nice. Oh, they got Chevy over here. Yeah, I'll look at that in a minute. Yeah, see, it's like going. Yeah, I could tell I'm gonna have to edit large parts of this already. I just got here. I'm gonna have copyright infringements up the ass. All right, so let's look at Chevy, I guess. So we got the Chevy trucks. Honestly, I'm not interested in any of the Chevy trucks. I like the fact that GM has, you know, they've basically made the regular Chevy truck where you got the whole television system and everything. I like that. They don't do it for the third row yet. I don't know what that would cost. Yeah, that's nice. What is this? Get out there. Equinox. Okay. The new Equinox has definitely grown. I remember it used to be smaller. So you got the Equinox there. Suburban. Traverse. Oh my god, and they keep playing different fucking songs. Why can't they get like a DJ or some shit? And just, you know, because they know people are gonna record. I think they do that shit on purpose. Okay, so it's a bunch of Traverses. But you know what I noticed? It's a lot of gas cars. Most of these cars are pretty much gas cars. I guess GM learned its lesson. They're like, yeah, we're not going to be able to force these Americans into these electric cars, not like these goddamn commies in Europe and in Asia. So it's like these Americans are broke, so they can't afford all this expensive stuff. I do like the Silverado. These things are huge. Like, I would get a Silverado, but I would really rather have that Escalade IQ. This is a EV RST. Yeah, I can already tell I'm fucked. Copyright infringement's up the ass. This video, it's gonna take me like a long time to scrub this video. I can already see that. Okay, that's the Blazer EV. Nice color. Another Blazer EV. It's basically the same size as my Lyric. And personally, I love having my Lyric. I really do. And I'm pretty sure I would probably like the Blazer just as much as long as I had all the same features like Super Cruise and such and such. Alright, so now we're leaving Chevy, and we're getting over to the... Now, I remember when you come to this car show, Dodge had this whole shit over here. They had the whole shit. Now, not anymore, huh? Okay, so these are the exotics, so obviously this is the Revuelto. You have some boring Porsches over there. There was a guy who had a 911 Turbo S, and this guy was racing me on the highway. And obviously his car was faster than mine, but the thing about it was, for a while he couldn't catch up to me. And he pulled up to me and he was like, wow, I've never seen anybody drive a Lyric like that before. And I was like, yeah. Yeah. Revuelto. Gotta love that red. They got an orange Urus over there. I think they had the exact same car like last year. It might have been a different color, but it was like the exact same cars. So yeah, I'm waiting for these YouTubers to come up with $700,000 so that they can buy one of these. And this is the reason why as soon as people hit lotto, it's like all that money gets spent like almost immediately. I like that color over there. I'm gonna see that Lambo in a second. I like that color. She said, start saving your money. Start saving your money. Yeah, all you got to do is save up, I don't know, $30,000 a year for about, 12 years or something like that. You might be able to buy one. Yeah, I've seen these Lotus on the street a couple of times. I should recommend that to my aunt. Should recommend that one to my aunt right there, because right now she has a Mercedes EQS. She wants a new car. Yeah, I just had to take a call, and somebody accidentally set the alarm off on the Revuelto, and it was beeping, so he had to get the key, and he had to turn the thing off. Okay, old Porsche, boring. Next, you got a Koenigsegg over here. I don't like Koenigsegg that much. It's like if I had that kind of money, I'm getting a Chiron. I don't give a shit how fast they say it is. It's like I'd get me a Chiron. Excuse me. Okay, this is the Nissan thing, so I'll probably look at the Nissan thing in a minute. I'll wait till I'm done here.
We go to Rimac.
Yeah. Not a single Bugatti. No Bugatti Chiron. I mean, they have the Veyron, but that's old. I'm talking about the new ones. And there's the Rimac Nevera, the electric car that's pretty much faster than every single other car here. This might actually be the fastest car at this show. That thing's a goddamn animal. A lot of people don't even know much about it, because the problem is you don't really see enough races for it on like YouTube. So, and that's another Rimac right there. That looks like one of those James Bond cars from the back. I thought that was an Aston Martin. Yeah, it's like, who the fuck wants to get a car where you're literally like laying on the freaking ground, and even like the roof of this Nevera is even higher. It's like, it's so small. It's like, what are you, a child? You're a teenager? You're a teenage YouTuber? Yeah.
Ferrari.
Yeah, we see these every single day. They're used now, so you can get one for like, less than $150,000 if you're lucky. It'd probably be more like between $150 and $160. And most of the ones that I see are used, and they've been wrapped and everything to make them look cool. And that one is a hybrid. Interesting. That one's a hybrid right there. And the sad thing is, right now, everything's basically an SUV. So now you have to make super SUVs to stand out. And anybody who's got like filthy rich money, they're gonna buy one of those things right there. But the problem is everybody's buying the exact same thing. Like I see Uruses all the time now. These boring ass Porsches. Boring. No, thank you. I guess I'll go back over to Nissan in a second. Go back over to Nissan. So here's Nissan. Nissan, they keep saying Nissan might be going out of business. I don't think so. I mean, Nissan is making some interesting stuff. Oh, this is a new Murano? But everybody's got like the same interior now.
At your local dealership. It is one thing to see these vehicles here on the floor. It's a completely different experience.
Yeah, everybody's got like the exact same interior now.
Yourself, you want to make sure that you have that bonus cash in your email.
It's nice though. It's got the two-tone. Everybody's got white seats now, like because of Tesla. Everybody's got the white vegan leather. It's nice.
Bienvenidos a Nissan.
Yeah. Good luck, Nissan.
Thank you all for spending.
This is nice though. It's very luxurious, it looks like. I'm pretty sure the Infiniti product looks better. And there's the Aria. I already drove that. That was pretty okay. This is the Armada. I've seen this on the road, man. And what was weird was when I saw it, I was like, what the hell is that? It's got very, very shocking styling. Yeah, I was on the road behind one of these things. I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. This is the Kicks. I had a female friend and she needed a cheap car and she bought one of these. But again, it's like everything has like the same interiors. Like you buy these things loaded and for the most part they come with like they all come with like big touch screens and stuff. They got like big wide panels. Heated and cooled seats typically. I think this one has heated seats I can see, but I don't see any ventilated seats. Heating is easier because it's just an induction coil. But this is like a $30,000 car when you like load it up. These things are kind of expensive. This girl is like staring at me. Why is this girl staring at me? All these little kids, like I got a lot of little kids like staring at me. Oh, they got bags. Let me check and see if they got the bags. I love the bags. Let me see if they got the bags. They have like a scavenger hunt thing here. I guess I'm just gonna get like the little baggie from Toyota because they don't have the little bag. Wait. They have these little pouches. Those are pretty kind of cool, I suppose. They want you to do the scavenger hunt. Is the scavenger hunt all the way around the place, or is it just the Nissan area? All right, she didn't hear me. I'll ask the question again. Oh, and they got a Nissan Rogue right there. Excuse me. Is the scavenger hunt all the way around the place, or just the Nissan area? The Nissan area. Oh. Okay. Cool. All right, I could do that. I want a little baggie. So it looks like I'm going to be here at Nissan just a little longer than I expected. This is what they're doing. It's a scavenger hunt, and you've got to walk around. You've got to look for the Clips premium audio system. It says invisible hood view camera provides clear view of what's under your feet. So most of these cars have those. So all I'm going to do is look for the fully loaded version of something, and most likely that will have all of the advanced features. It says you got to look for the electronic locking rear differential and the Pro 4X metal skids. So skid plates. So this is a Pathfinder. Okay, and they all have like basically the exact, everything's like touchscreen. It's like all the same material. They got nice, I have to say, the materials are a lot nicer in these cars now. And on top of that, so what is this? The Armada Platinum. I'm sure that has the clip sound system in it because you don't put clips in a cheaper car. So then there's the Frontier and the Armada Pro 4X. So all I have to do is look for the Armadas and I'll pretty much figure it out. Yeah, so they have really nice, I have to say, they have really nice interiors. They're doing a pretty good job making interiors. These cars are nice. They really are. It's like now, all of these cars are basically clones of each other. It's like they all have the same exact shit in them. So this is the Armada. So those are the skid plates. And I'm pretty sure this has the clip sound system. Hi. This is like a loaded version because I was looking for the clip sound system, so I'm pretty sure it's probably in one of the most expensive cars, right?
This one I believe has both.
It probably has a subwoofer back there, right?
It does.
Yeah.
It'll tell us.
Yeah, because clips, they don't put that in anything cheap, so I know this has to have it probably, right?
Should have it. Let me see. Where is it?
But yeah, these interiors are nice. Very nice interiors. Very nice interiors. To your knowledge, the Armada, you could still get it with a V8 engine?
You cannot. So it's
cannot.
just a V6 now.
That's what, is it turbocharged?
It is.
Yeah. You probably, I don't know if you get that question a lot. Can you get a V8?
Oh, I do. The V8 question, because we've had like V8s in the past. It doesn't say anything about the sound system.
Okay, well, between these three cars, I'll figure it out. Because it'll probably say it on the door.
We're standard on Bose usually.
Bose,
for our top.
okay, all right. I'm guessing for the electronic locking differential, I'd probably look at a truck. So that might be right there on the Frontier. Or you might have a Titan, I think, probably somewhere.
We have a Pro 4X that should have that of this.
Okay.
So the Pro 4X is going to be over there. I do have the brochure if you want it. That'll have all the info
I'll find it. I'll find it. I already saw half the cars. I'll look.
What sound system's on this? Is it Bose? I think it's a Clip. It is.
It's clips. Okay. Yeah. I figured when they put that in the most expensive car.
Okay.
Yeah. I figured it had to be.
I was trying to find it.
But thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, look at this. Somebody left sneakers here. I don't know what that's about. Somebody left freaking shoes. But this looks like a little woman, like a size freaking 8 woman's shoes. I don't know what that's about. All right, so I found the clip sound system. And I pretty much already found the rear differential. Dismo package. I'm not in the... See, if I buy a truck, I'm getting the Avalanche. Well, not the Avalanche. It's called the Silverado. But it's like I'm not really into trucks like that. You know, it's a damn shame. I've spent more time here in Nissan than I did in like Ford or Chevy. Like, that just tells you like how boring the product is. So this is the Armada, and this is like a green. It's like a metallic slate something. And I'm pretty sure this has a locking rear differential electronic probably. because usually you're only going to find that on a truck or a Jeep. I got to go over there and get my handbag. So I spent more time at Nissan than I did at anybody else. So this is pretty actually engaging, if you really think about it. This is a pretty interesting way of getting people to look at your product and to actually pay attention to it. And you know, it's interesting, Tesla doesn't come to these things. Oh, the Versa. I remember when the Versa was an ugly-ass, little, ugly-ass car. But now, everything's a freaking wannabe luxury car now. I know the interior look nice. Oh, that's nice, I suppose. That's nice, huh? What is this, a Sentra? Oh, yeah, the Sentra. Sentra and the Altima. Where's the Altima? Where's the Altima? Where is the Altima? The Nissan Altima is the official car of Keisha. If you've got shitty credit and you've got 3 or 4 kids by several different fathers, the Nissan Altima is the shit. You got shit credit and you keep having babies out of wedlock. Oh, you're Nissan. Yeah. Where is the Altima?
Right here.
That's the Altima. Ah, I walked right past it.
Yeah.
All right. I drove an Aria. Yeah, I like that.
I love the Aria.
Yeah.
My favorite credit still.
Did you drive it?
Yeah. Get a drive straight tiny.
Yeah, those are cool. Yeah.
Easy to ride. Super easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're nice. The interiors are so nice. So this is the new Altima. I'm surprised they didn't go with the stretch touchscreen like those new, what is that? The Murano. I would have given this the exact same interior, but this is nice. I don't think Nissan really has to worry about going out of business. I think they'll be okay. Because right now everybody's in the shitter right now. Let me go over there and claim my prize. So I got this, Thrill Street. So this is better than the little baggie. I got to buy a 38 caliber handgun so I can actually have a reason to. Nobody wears freaking fanny packs anymore, but this is cool. So I'm gonna hold on to this because I can always do something with it. My Desert Eagle won't fit in this, but I just put it in my pouch pocket right here. Because my Desert Eagle will not fit in that. I have to use a shoulder holster for that one. Now, I could get my 1911 G in here, but it'll be a tight fit. All right, so let's go over to Subaru. All right, so that's fun, I suppose. Let's go over to Subaru.
Just going to grab the emanation count.
Subaru. All right, Subaru. Okay, they got Volkswagen over here. So I have a Volkswagen dealer. I went there and drove the ID4. That was like the first Volkswagen I really ever drove. This is a Trail Seeker. Now somebody told me that for some reason, I don't know, Subaru is big with the LGBT female community, as in i.e. lesbians. So this is what they told me. I'm not making this up. They said when they were selling cars, lesbians would come in and they're looking for Subaru Outbacks. And the thing about it is it works both ways. So when they'd see 2 women walk into the store, they'd jump up and be like, yeah, this is going to be an easy sale. Now, it works both ways, though, because there were some women who said, you know what, I refuse to buy this car because then everybody will think that I'm, a lesbian. So this is what I was told by a salesman. I did not make that up. A salesman told me that. So this is the Solterra. And this is infamous with that BZ4X. And the BZ4X and this car are basically the same. And the only difference is the styling. Carbon speakers and everything. But the thing about it is the BZ4X and the Subaru Solterra, everybody hates these things at the charging station because the older ones charge real slow. They don't charge fast at all. So I'm pretty sure that they've addressed that with the newer ones. I'm pretty sure they've addressed that. But, yeah, Subaru's got a bunch of cars. Now, God knows what Trump's going to do with these fucking tariffs. God knows how many of these, because I know a lot of these cars are not built here. Like, if you look at the VIN number, see how it says J? When you see J, that means that it's built in Japan, right? Now, if you see 1, it's built in America. And usually if you see C or 2, I believe it's built in Canada. But there's a VIN number code, and just looking at like the first couple of digits tells you exactly where the car's built. So the question is, Trump and these fucking tariffs, what's that gonna do to these cars? What is that gonna do? I'm not worried about it. I got my Cadillac. This is an Outback right here, right? So if we look at this Outback, this is 4. So I don't know where this is built. We got the cops here. Yeah, so that's a 4. I'd have to look up the code for 4. I think that might be Mexico, but I'm not really sure. I'd have to check. Because it'll say it. It'll say final assembly, and it'll tell you on the door sticker. See, this is like their Volkswagen GTI competitor.
Subaru has more IIHS.
This car is built in Japan. You can see the J.
Since 2013.
This car is built in Japan and Foresters. But they love them Japanese built cars. This car is 4. I think that's in Mexico. Sorry.
6% of Subaru vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today.
Yeah, that's because these people are cheap as fuck. You got Toyota over here, you got Kia over here. I know the Kia show is probably lit.
Subaru has the longest lasting vehicles in the automotive.
Another built in Japan. Pretty sure that's built in Japan. It's basically just built to make noise. It's got noisemakers. Oh, and then there's the BRZ, the Subaru BRZ, and I'm guessing Toyota has an FRS to show because those were based on the Toyota 86. This is built in Japan. Little car. I remember when that car first came out, I actually rode in it. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's just a little car though. All right, so I think I'm done with Subaru. Let's go over to Kia. All right, so this is Kia. Kia's EV9 is right there. Oh, and then of course, there's the Carnival. And I've been talking a lot about the Carnival lately. I basically said, I hate the idea that, well, look at this. So if you wanted a vehicle for road trips, this is what I'd buy. Unfortunately, and I know a lot of people be disappointed with me to say it, and I don't give a shit. The simple fact is Chrysler has worn my last nerve, and Stellantis I think that whole company is going to fail. But they're building minivans that got Maybach seats in the back. So if you were sitting in this and you got a mom who's short, you'd be full. Look at this guy. And then you can get TVs on it. You can get TVs on it, and the whole thing is $60,000. If I was going to do a road trip, this is what I'd have. $60,000. That Lucid Gravity, yeah, it's cool, but it's $100,000. It's like $120,000 fully loaded. I could get all of that it has in this car for $60,000. Now, you don't have much of a back seat when you're stretched out like that, but for a family of 4, yeah, I think you can make it work. I want to see if they have one that has fully loaded. Oh, maybe with, yep, there we go, with the TVs. Yeah, they know what they're doing. Kia and Hyundai aren't playing games. They know exactly what they're doing. So this one's got the TVs. $60,000 fully loaded, right? $60,000 fully loaded. It's got the TVs. Gotta have the TVs nowadays. I mean, if you're taking a road trip, the question is, what are you doing with your kids? Are you teaching them while you're driving? The answer is no. Are you reading to your kids while they're driving? The answer is no. This is what you gotta have for a road trip. So I gotta say, Kia and Hyundai are very, 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 very smart. They said, you know what we'll do? We'll copy Mercedes, we'll copy Maybach, and we will build this thing for $60,000, fully loaded. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And there's the EV9. I like this color combination though. If I had one of those, I'd like that blue and white. And let's look at the back. I like this blue and white. I like this. And the thing about it is, once one of these cars goes off of lease, if you buy it off lease, it'd be a lot cheaper than 60. But this is a perfect road tripper. Now, I don't go on road trips. I fly everywhere. So this is the EV6. Run into these all the time at the charging station. All the time at the charging station. Kia EV6. Yeah. I already drove this. one. They're nice. They're nice. This is the EV9. I drove this too. I think I made a video driving this. I'm pretty sure I did. But see, my thing is, all of these car companies need to understand, we need to have rear entertainment in these freaking cars. Because what am I supposed to do when I'm charging? If I gotta sit there with these children for an hour, what am I supposed to do? I need to watch TV. We need movies. The whole specter of electric vehicles at this point is pretty much the norm now. So it's pretty much the norm. Oh, what's that? Is that the new design? This is the new design of the Kia EV4. But it's the EV4. I think, what is this? Like the K4 or something? Yeah, Kia and Hyundai have like the most radical styling of these cars. They have like the most radical styling. It's like anything goes now. And because you have an electric vehicle, pretty much any design that you can come up with just goes. All right, so let's see. Jeep has that side, and it looks like Ram has that side too. So I guess I go to Dodge next. I could go to Toyota, but honestly, I'm not really terribly interested in Toyota. But I'll go anyway. See, all of these cars, like Nissan, Honda, Hyundai, all of these cars have like the same interiors now.
Yes?
Hi. See, who else would design a freaking door pillar like this? Look at this. This door pillar is just weird. But I'll give them props. They make their cars look very different. And then the lighting is really, really different. Everything about their cars is very different. And I guess that helps. They don't sell the Stinger anymore. So now instead of the Stinger, now it looks like they've styled that into this K4. And look at this K5. So they had to get rid of the Stinger because I guess they knew that they weren't going to be able to offer a competitive car like that for very long. So, but interiors are nice. Interiors are very nice. Audi has no show, but they put a couple of their e-trons out just so you could see them. Just stay away from them. They don't want you touching them. Maserati has no real show, but they put some of their cars out. Lincoln seems to have a show over there, but I've already been in the Navigator, so that's pretty much the only thing I was interested in. I'm pretty sure some people will like to look at the Nautilus, but I'll check Toyota later. I'll get to Toyota after like Dodge and Ram. Yeah, you can see I'm not spending a whole lot of time on these things because most of these things I've already seen. So let's go over to Dodge. I believe that's an RHO. So this is Ram. As you know, Dodge really doesn't have anything to show. So you got the heavy duty. It's the same old interior. Like they still got that big touchscreen. It's old. There's the RHO. And Dodge, I'll say it again. Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, they already understand. If they don't have a V8 engine in those trucks, they're irrelevant. It's okay to offer the optional It's okay to offer the optional turbocharged Hurricane. But they already understand. If they don't offer that V8, they're irrelevant. And that whole company is going to go under. So what they're doing is they're putting these V8s back in there because they already know they don't want to end up completely irrelevant. So they don't want to end up like that.
They've ruined the V8.
I would say without that Hellcat, they are irrelevant. But they know they have no choice. They got to bring it back. They have no choice.
Eventually, yeah, because they still sell in dealerships, so they have to bring it back at some point.
It's coming. It's coming. Otherwise, they go out of business.
Unless they would get rid of all their stuff.
I've owned a Hellcat. It's like once you drive that, you can't go back. You just can't go back.
What do you drive now?
I got a Jeep SRT 2015, so I just kept it because they don't make it anymore. And I have a Cadillac Lyric. Yeah. I'm on YouTube, so, I'm making this YouTube video. If you look it up, just Big Truck Series Review.
Big Truck Series.
Yeah, if you look it up, it'll come right up. Yeah, check Big Truck Series Review.
That was the first thing that popped up.
Yup, because I'm the only person who spells a name like that. Yeah, there you go. I have two names, basically. Travel Channel, too.
That's nice. Ooh.
Yeah, I just drove. I drive, like, everything. Anything that comes out, and I make videos for it.
How do you even get to, drive this?
How do you get to drive it?
Yeah.
Well, you just got to be a driver. It's like if you go to a dealership and you're 18, they'll let you drive this stuff.
Yeah.
They'll let you drive because they're trying to get you to buy it. So, they'll give you test drives or you go to test drive events,
That's nice.
I drove the TRX.
The TRX
It's just so big. You can't drive that car here and there's nowhere to park it.
Weston Champlin?
Who?
Weston Champlin on YouTube?
I might have seen his channel. What did he?
He takes those kind of cars and just superfast them.
And he makes them faster, yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
But you don't need to make that truck fast.
No,
Man. You really don't.
Or like whistling diesel to 1,000.
Well, he destroys them all.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to watch though.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, you guys have fun.
Yeah, have a good
I'll
day.
see y'all later. RHO. And it's sad. Carlos Tavares wanted to make them proud of this, and they got this big RHO sticker. And it's like, why? It's like, why? All right, I think I'm about done right here. Let me go over to Jeep. They said that they're bringing back the Jeep Trackhawk. I don't care. I don't want nothing from Stellantis at all. In fact, the new Jeep, I'm not happy with the way the new Jeep looks. I don't like it at all. And from what I've been seeing, it's like even if they do drop that Hellcat engine in there, I'm not interested in that anymore. I've moved on. I've absolutely moved on. So here we got a Chrysler Pacifica minivan. As I was saying, a minivan is probably the best possible logical option for a road trip. It just is. They got TVs in here. They got the old flip-up style TV. So. But they, you know, see, unlike Kia, Chrysler didn't take a chance by putting seating in there that can do the, what is it called, reclining. See, you can stow the seats in the floor flat, which in some cases that might help sell it, but I like the way Kia does it. Instead, Kia makes their cars, it's not about using the car to carry stuff because it's a minivan. They said, no, we're going to make a luxury minivan, and you can stretch out and everything. It's nice, but I'd rather have the... I would rather have the Carnival if I had to buy a minivan. Someday I might have to buy a minivan. But if I have a minivan, you best believe that thing is going to be a luxury minivan. It's not going to be too expensive. Oh, here's that goddamn airflow concept. Here's that airflow concept. That is never getting produced.
Hey, look.
And never producing this. And you know, if you go on Chrysler's website right now, they have like nothing except the minivan. That's it. They have nothing. They don't even have the 300 anymore. But it's like, you know what? For a car like this, Chrysler is never producing that. I'll tell you right now, Chrysler will never produce that car. They've been teasing us with the airflow concept for a while, and then they built this. This is called the Halcyon, which is basically the evolution of the airflow. And they're never going to produce this shit. And to tell you the truth, even if they did, chances are Cadillac or GM would have something even better. See, hopefully it comes with a wide body kit. But it looks like those tires, look how wide those front tires are. You got that wide body. You know, when you got that wide body kit on it, and then you got to buy like 305 tires and everything. You got the wide body kit on it. You know? They're never going to produce this thing. They're never going to produce this. See, what they need to do is produce wide bodies. Do you get it? You got to have a wide body because you got to have wide tires. And then there's the Wagoneer. I'm sure somewhere right here, this is the Jeep side right now. I'll do all of this in one shot, but I'm pretty sure that's the Wagoneer S. I've already looked at that car. I haven't driven. I'm waiting for Security Dodge to get one, and then I'll actually drive it. So yeah, the launch edition, they have a lot of these things right now sitting at the dealerships if you go to the dealerships. But they were offering like crazy deals just to try to move these things because right now their sales are in the shitter. And you know what's funny? This thing is low and it doesn't look as big as it actually is. Like some people were telling me, yeah, it's small. Because it kind of, if you looked at it and you didn't know what it was, you would think that this was a Cherokee just to look at it. You'd know it's not a Grand Cherokee because the grill's not big enough. But if you looked at it real fast, you would think it was a Cherokee. It's bigger inside than a Cherokee, but it's smaller than the Grand Cherokee. And to tell you the truth, like me personally, a lot of these car manufacturers, they're trying to style their cars to make them look more like Range Rovers. And I think that's a stupid direction. You know, they already screwed up right here with the stupid ass Hornet. And they can't sell those. Nobody wants those. The Wagoneer S is expensive. It's like $90,000. It's like $110,000 with just a little bit of equipment. So it's like those aren't moving very fast. I believe FCA's, I should call them Stellantis, but the CDJR version of Stellantis, they're down like 50% in sales. Their sales are hurt, seriously hurt. Yeah, I don't know. They're gonna get me another copyright infringement. Thanks a lot, guys. And y'all started playing that fucking music the moment I walked over here. Thank you. You know, but these are moving, but they have a lot of electrical issues. It's nice though. It is nice. And it's so crazy. They were trying to lie about it. They were trying to say, "Oh, this is faster than a Trackhawk." It's like, yeah, maybe it's 0 to 60 is faster than a Trackhawk, but this is not faster than a fucking Trackhawk. It's just not. So it's like, stop lying. So if they do put that V8 supercharged back into this Jeep Grand Cherokee, it's still gonna be ugly. And that's the thing, I don't like the way this truck looks. That's the reason why I went with Cadillac instead. I would rather get an Escalade IQ. But anyway. All right, so let's make our way out of Jeep. I guess I'll look at Hyundai and then possibly go over to Toyota. I see Acura's over there. Oh, they got the Charger EV over here. Oh, man. So Dodge came back, huh? I guess they figured, oh, boy, we got to come back. How embarrassing is that? It's like your best cars are a freaking Hornet and a Charger EV. It's like, they got the SRT Durango. Yeah, but those are played out now. It's like those trucks are played the fuck out. Yeah. Well, game over on that. So we got these stage 1.
You see the lights on the inside there?
Stage 1 Charger EV. See, the problem with Dodge is they should have had this at their show last year. And you should have been able to get into it last year and the year before that. They're late to the party. That's the thing, you know. They got all that Fiat garbage over there nobody really wants. I already drove this thing. I mean, it was okay, but I'm not impressed. Where's the 4-door though? I wonder if they got the 4-door. Nope, they don't have the 4-door yet. The 4-door just entered production, I believe. Either it entered production already or it enters production in May. Oh, they're looking for the Stelvio. Yeah, these things are sitting on lots. Sorry about that. These things are absolutely sitting on the lots right now. And where's the Banshee? Oh, they're doing Hyundai drives right over there with the Hyundai. I'll get there in a minute. Yeah, it's like I really think Dodge. I think the thing about it is they only have 2 directions to go. They can keep on working on the EV until they perfect it, which I think that's what they're going to do, or they're going to try to bring back V8 engines, but the market itself is not going to buy them. Everybody's trying to make a lot of noise about bringing back V8s, but those are only the real enthusiasts, especially the loud people who have YouTube channels. The problem is the people aren't buying them because they're too expensive and the cars are obsolete. That's the problem. The interiors are obsolete. You look at these cars, they're like, oh, well, we styled it like a muscle car. They're like, no, but it's obsolete though. You know, and that's ultimately their problem. So I'll go over there to Hyundai in a minute. The main show is really here on this floor. So this is Fiat. I can't believe they're still pushing these little ass cars on Americans. Like the average American, even in this video, you see these are big people. We're not small. We're big backs, you know, we're big people. And they're pushing these little ass cars on big backs. These women but look at this. The average woman right here is big. Big backs. Got big backs. You need wide bodies and big backs. They don't get it. They don't get it. They're trying to push these little, look at that. Look at that kid. That kid looks big in that car. Look at that little toddler. Yeah, you need wide bodies and big backs. That's how it works. What is this? Where's the Quadrifoglio? I'm looking for the Quadrifoglio. Quadrifoglio. I'm sorry, man. They should have never allowed Sergio Marconi to push this shit on us. But they did, and now their sales are down 50%. Incredible. The Stelvio and the Giulia. That's what they got. We are big people. We Americans, we are big people, and we got big backs. You cannot sell us little cars. It's not going to work. Your sales are going into the toilet, and you deserve it. This Charger, if they do put the Hellcat in it, it's like, maybe they'll have something. I don't know. But then the price is going to be so freaking high. Who's going to buy it? What they should have done was they should have kept the same old LX platform. They should have kept the same engine combination, and they should have upgraded the interior. But nope, not them. Stupid. Let's go to Hyundai now. So this is Hyundai Sonata. The Hyundai Sonata is basically, if you look at most of these cars, if you took the logos off, you wouldn't know if you were in a Nissan, Hyundai, or a Toyota. Because the interiors are basically the same. Last year I was here and I was making a video right about this spot entirely. There was a woman, she was arguing with me because I kind of was like, yo, hydrogen is never gonna work. And sure enough, the government gave up on hydrogen fueled cars. It's stupid. Hydrogen is, see, the difference between hydrogen and electricity. Electric cars, we can make better batteries, we can get longer range. Just like that Lucid Gravity with 450 miles range, and it has like 800 volt architecture or 900 volt architecture in some of them. And the thing about it is, electricity, there's no problem delivering electricity. Now, there may be a problem delivering electricity at peak, but they'll work that out. They'll put solar panels up. There's Lucid right there. I'm gonna go over there in a second. So the problem is, it's like we don't have a problem creating electricity. Electricity is usually a byproduct just of burning fossil fuels. So the issue ultimately is that electricity makes more sense as a future energy source. Like, you can have faster charging. The Lucid Gravity we're about to go see, the Lucid Gravity, supposedly that thing charges damn near to full in like less than 30 minutes. And they're talking about that thing charges really, really fast. Right now, China's got battery technology that they're talking about. They're saying, yeah, you can damn near charge the shit to full in 5 minutes. And the thing about it is, over time, battery technology gets better, battery chemistry gets less volatile. But hydrogen is hydrogen. I can understand if you were going to use it in industrial purposes, and even then it would be very dangerous. But electricity is easy. You know, this entire place is running on electricity right now. No fuel, no gas. So me personally, it's like, I was arguing with her and she wasn't trying to hear it. But, you know, practicality. You know what's funny? If I drove my Lyric, right, and I drove to a campsite, if I were to drive to a campsite and they had an electric socket for 110 volt electricity, I could plug my car in and within 2 days it's charged. You know, within 2 days it would be fully charged within 2 days. And I would only need about the total I'd need is about maybe, let's say, 70 kilowatt hours of battery power. 70 kilowatt hours. That's all I'd need. And you know, they think that a hydrogen fucking station, you're not putting that shit in the forest. It's like, what are y'all thinking? But you know what? The people who pushed it, they wanted those $1 billion loans from the government, and that's what it was all about. They just wanted those loans. See, we need wide bodies and big backs. That's what we, look at this. Wide body. You see the Hyundai? They got the wide body and they got the big back. That's how you sell an American a car. You got to make it big, huge, and fast. Big, huge, and fast. That's what I'm talking about. Wide bodies and big backs. Make it wide. Make it wide. Oh, they got. Oh man, Hyundai's got a big ass show. They took over the whole freaking set. Hyundai got a lot to show. They got wide bodies and big backs. That's the theme for the year. If you want to sell Americans cars, you got to have wide bodies and big backs. Like when I say the big back, I'm saying the back of the chair has to be a big back. See what I'm saying? You got to have a big back on those chairs. You can't have a small chair because Americans are big people. You got to have a big back. Wide bodies and big backs. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I don't think you understand. Because I'm trying to help the car industry. I'm trying to help them sell these cars, you know, because right now Americans are hurting and they ain't got a lot of money. I'm trying to help them sell these cars. You got to have wide bodies and big backs. All right? That's what it is. Which car is this? This is something. It's got all these. Oh, yes, this is the new Palisade, I believe. And Kia's obviously going to have a new Telluride or a new design. They got such nice. See, Hyundai, I got to say, Hyundai, man. I used to make jokes about Hyundai, but you can't make jokes about Hyundai no more. Hyundai got wide bodies and big backs. See what I'm saying? You don't understand what I'm talking about. You do not understand what I'm talking about. So this is the new Palisade. Oh, no. This is the Ioniq 9. I know they have a new Palisade. I think that's it over there. This is Ioniq 9. Haven't seen this yet. So you gotta have the wide bodies, and then they got big backs. See what I'm saying? You don't understand what I'm saying. Let's look at this. What is this? Ioniq 6? Nope. This is a 9. Ioniq 9. Wide bodies and big backs. That's how you sell Americans a car. See, y'all don't understand. You don't get it. I don't think you get it. Mm-hmm. Oh, 3 rows, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is nice. 3 rows. See, this is the thing. 3 rows, electric vehicle, and Hyundai and Kia have some of the fastest charging technology that there is. You know, they really do. And they think about all the stuff, like USB-Cs right here, and then they make it so the kids can push the shit up. So if it's laying on your leg, you can move it up and everything. They think of all of this stuff. Basically, they looked at Maybach and they were like, hey, we could do that, and we could do it cheaper. And they just did it. I got to give them credit. Wide bodies and big backs. That's the theme of today. That's the theme. That is the theme. The theme for today. Wide bodies and big bags. I might actually sit in this one. It's got the lumbar for the legs. Let me see, make sure I don't run the children down. Put the seat down.
Nice interior.
It's pretty.
It looks very pretty.
It's very pretty, yeah. Wide bodies. Yeah. This is nice. Oh, I could sit comfortably. Yeah, very comfortable. Yep. Wide bodies and big backs. That's the thing.
Very pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, I drove the EV9, the Kia version, so this is the Hyundai version.
Yeah.
And but you know, all of these Hyundai, all of these car companies, they put so much stuff in the, like I was looking at that Kia Carnival, I was like, yeah, if I was going to take a road trip, that's what I'd have, you know? A minivan.
I just drove an EV6. It's just amazing.
It's fast, yeah. It's fast.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, take care. It's so fast. Look at this. Glass roof, it's pretty. See, Hyundai's got nice, they have nice cars. The problem, however, is that, you know, you're in a Hyundai and the badge equity just isn't there. You know, some people are like, oh, I gotta have a Mercedes or something. So they got massage chairs right there. We got the little vibra massage. And the door, the panels on these things are huge. So it's like when you sit in this thing. But they're nice cars. And then they have the lane keeping assist and all that stuff. Now, I think this also has autonomous driving. So this is just like my Cadillac Lyriq. It watches your eyes. And, while you're driving, if you nod off or some shit, then it won't work. But it watches your eyes. And as long as you're paying attention, all you do is you just push like one button and it just drives. So those would be the buttons right there, specifically that one, because I drove a Hyundai Sonata, and when you push that, even a regular base Hyundai Sonata could basically drive itself in straight traffic. It couldn't handle curves very well, but it could drive itself in straight traffic. And it was automatically managing the brake and the throttle. And these interiors are nice. Look at this. This is very nice. This is really, really nice. And these are going to sell. These are going to sell 3 USBs. These are going to sell simply because the average American is broke. That's why this is going to sell. The average American does not have Mercedes, BMW money. This is very nice. I just like the fact that there's so many options. That's a good thing. Lots of options. So it's the Ioniq 9. Wide bodies and big backs. That's what it is. So they got the Genesis models over here. They man, I gotta say, they're putting in work over there, Kia. They're putting in work. Genesis. All the interiors basically look alike. They got the G90 over there. But if you remember, we had leased a Genesis H-Track. You get to be my model for today. Acura. Ugh. Acura's boring. I think like the newest product they really have is the ZDX. Oh, that guy's got an Acura jacket. I better keep my voice down. He might get angry. It's a G90. Oh, there's somebody in there. Yeah, right. I didn't even see it.
It's alright. Good luck. When you get in here, go inside, press this button, door closes.
Yeah.
Good morning and
Oh,
welcome
you want me
to
to
the
test?
Genesis Experience.
If I get in there.
At Genesis,
Wow, it's tickle tight.
It's the same thing I'm concerned about with my son.
The seal? Your son's my size? Yeah, he ain't gonna like this.
You have to be.
We gotta get trucks now.
Yes.
We gotta get trucks.
See what I'm saying?
They made this thing so low,
Exactly.
I couldn't do this. Nope, not me.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. The same thing about getting the SUV. Do they have the SUV?
Yeah, they got them right over there. They have the Palisade,
No.
the Hyundai Palisade, the EV9. Oh, the GV80. Yes.
Genesis features 5 SUVs like the
Because I told you it's all about leg room and clearance for orange.
Exactly. Oh my God, it's trying to crush me. It's trying to crush me. Yeah, just slide it forward. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. Thing tried to crush me. I gotta get out of here. Yeah, I gotta get out of here. Yeah, that thing tried to kill me. It's trying to make
Please also take time to explore move activations.
Oh!
For the fastest lap, win a dinner for 2 at the prestigious Genesis.
Nope. Not that one. Not that one. That thing tried to crush me. Oh, and then they have the concepts over here. So apparently Hyundai thinks that they're going to build a freaking McLaren F1.
One of Korea's most renowned donut makers, nodded.
And then they got this weird thing over here. God knows who they were copying when they made that one. Watch out. Yeah, these raised platforms, man. I don't know how many lives they're gonna claim with those. Genesis Magma Ray. I think they had this last time, if I'm not mistaken. These young kids, they're going to be able to easily get the young kids. Yeah, they'll easily be able to get the young kids, huh? Because these young kids, they don't have any brand loyalty yet. They don't pay attention to anything, for God's sakes. That's a very strange looking interior. But Hyundai is the one company that would take this weird shit and they would build this. They absolutely would do it. Because at this point, they'll build anything at this point. They're swinging at the fences at this point. They will build that. Yeah, that's the GV70. Or the GV60. A lot of them are just so generic. It's like, yeah, interiors all look the same. The exteriors, you know, the colors are nice. Most of them are just, it's like ho-hum. It's like whatever. It's nice red on red. That's nice. GV80. This one's a GV80 coupe. I thought it was a GV70. Now it's the GV80 coupe, huh? That's nice. So I gotta say, they're bold. You gotta have wide bodies and big backs if you want to sell these cars. Do you understand? How you doing? But see that these things are tight because of the roof.
Well, let's see.
You know? One of my friends, she bought one of the Hyundai G70s. She bought the car. You know, I don't know if she wanted an SUV. To me, this reminds me of the BMW 5 wagon. Like, the BMW had a 5 Series, and this kind of has that kind of styling on it, or at least it has the lines. Yeah, but I gotta say, Hyundai, man, they make some very sporty cars. My problem is that it's like the looks are just so generic. It's like it's something in between BMW, something in between Mercedes, something in between Audi. But I gotta say, they're, you know, I've seen them selling. They sell. But I don't think I could ever buy one. I don't think I could do it. What is this? Honda. Ugh. I'm in a Honda already. Last year, I came here just to see the Honda Prologue, for the most part. Some of their cars are aging out, like this the electric model, the GV60. Like, some of these cars are aging out, but Hyundai is doing a pretty good. See, the thing about it is Hyundai styles their cars so radically until the radical styling basically allows them to age gracefully, because after a while they start to fit in. So this is Honda. This is probably, these are the oh no, I'm sorry, this is Toyota. I'm in the Toyota space. This is the Toyota space. That was the Honda space. I guess I could look at Toyota and Honda at the same time. So this is the BZ4X, the infamous BZ4X. The infamous BZ4X. But my question is, what is going to happen as a result of these tariffs? What's going to happen to all these Japanese cars? So they have the BZ4X in albino white. And got a Toyota Prius over there. I like the Prius, but it's too small. I would never buy one of those. As far as I'm concerned, they basically designed it that way to make it more like the Tesla Model 3. That's like their competition. But as I said, if you want to sell Americans, you got to have big bodies and wide backs. Or you got to have wide bodies and big backs. You got to have wide bodies and big backs. Now, where do they have those little bags? They have those little bags. I want a bag. Get those little bags. I want one of those. Excuse me, miss. Do you have any of those little red Toyota bags?
Right at the information desk up here.
Thank you. Where it says "Let's Talk," right? Oh, okay. I see. Thank you. Yeah, I like to come here. I mean, fuck, as much money as I paid to come here, I got my little fanny pack. I'm gonna get my bag. In fact, I should go over to Ford too and check and see if I can get a bag from Ford. I want my little baggie. All right, I got my little Toyota baggie. He's come in handy. So let me just stuff that right in here. Little truck there. It's a capstone, they call it. Capstone. Look at this. What's this? What's this? This is something. What is this? Crown. Oh, it's a Toyota Crown. Basically, these Toyota Crowns, I don't believe that these are actually selling as well as the BZ4X. I think the BZ4X is selling better because these things are expensive. These Toyota Crowns, and this is like the wagon back version. Station wagon, basically. These Toyota Crowns, they were designed to be cars, but with a very high off-the-ground feeling, so that you feel like you're in an SUV.
In about 3 minutes, we're starting a fun interactive show at the Discover Toyota stage. So look for the bright white lights in the main stage. The show begins now.
Yeah, this thing is like, what is this? This car is $51,000. I'm pretty sure that most Toyota buyers never expected Toyota cars to be $50,000 cars. Not unless like they were fully loaded or special editions. But that's what it's come down to. And then it has the Prius front end. I mean, you know, everything looks alike now. It's very hard to get cars that don't look like everything else. Subaru looks just like Toyota. Toyota looks just Hyundai, you know, they look different, but it really depends. It's like they look generic, you know? We'll go over to Rolls Royce and Lincoln in a minute. Oh, and Lucid, of course. Let's look back at Honda. Where's the Prologue? I see those all the time at the charging station. It's not too much exciting.
Hold on, I gotta go.
I don't really see anything here that I care about because I just don't know what's going to happen with Trump tariffs. What's going to happen with the Trump tariffs? Trump's going to tariff the shit out of these cars. Okay, it's 12 o'clock. I guess I'm making good time. Prologue.
I just got partnering with our Honda dealers across the country so that they too can contribute and give back to their local community across the country.
Who made this car?
Kids in general.
Is this an Elite? It is. It's a Honda Prologue Elite. Yeah, they really don't have that many new products. Or at least Honda doesn't. $60,000 for the Elite. This is a CRV. Prices have gone wild on these things. I remember when a CRV or a RAV4, I remember you could get one of those cars, man, those things were like 30,000 or less. Not anymore. This one's 42,000. $42,000. Mr. Miyagi approves. No one want the Christmas kicker. No one want the Christmas kicker. No. And then this is the new Passport. Nothing to talk about here. It's just another ho-hum SUV. $55,000. My God, what's happened to these prices? All right, so let's go over to the second luxury. Okay, we got Rolls Royce. This is the Ghost. See, Rolls Royce can sell just about any color they want to sell. I hate this color, but on that car, as a Rolls Royce, how can you argue? And then there's a Cullinan. And it's funny, as much as I hate that color, I would buy that color because I know that you're not going to see many of those on the road. And they know it. They know it. I know that they have their psychologists working overtime to figure out how to sell us.
Big, right?
So expensive.
And then Bentley and Rolls Royce, they always put those two next to each other. I think Rolls Royce basically stands on its own. Yeah. Like even me, I don't like Bentley that much, but these colors are sick. First edition, huh? Because see, now you're getting to the point where Hyundai, like all of these Japanese import brands, you're getting to the point now where they're offering cars that have all the same features. The only thing that you get out of these cars that you can't get out of those is like a big engine, and that's about it. A V12, a W12, whatever it is. But even Rolls-Royce and Bentley are downsizing those engines. They're not making those engines no more. All of these engines are about to be fucking twin-turbo V8s. They're getting rid of V10s. The new Lamborghini Temerario, which oddly enough is not at this show. The new Temerario got a goddamn V8. That thing's supposed to have V10, but they took it out. I had to stop recording because I have to recharge my battery a little bit. I figured I'd come over here to one of these Chrysler cars that still have a USB-A port, because most of these cars are all USB-C. And jump in there for a second. So as you can see, yeah, see that right there, that's the reason why they had to stop these shits. Because all these kids want to get into these cars, all these kids want these cars. And the thing about it is, it's like some of them aren't willing to pay for them. I gotta find a USB-A port. The back of these cars has USB-A, but I'm gonna find a car where I can sit in it and charge up a little bit with their fast chargers. Here I am using this Durango and fast charging in this Durango while they're over there playing with the Durango Hellcat over there. And you know what's so funny? It's so funny that all of the rest of these cars have USB-C fast charging, right? And every single one of these other cars has USB-C. But knowing that I needed a USB-A cable because my charger is USB-A, it's fast charging, but it's only USB 2.0, right? So what I did was I looked for the oldest product that I could possibly find on the floor, and it just so happened that the oldest products that still have USB-A 2.0 are these Dodge products and these Jeep products. Now they do have USB-C, and they do have both USB-A and USB-C, but again, it's just a testament. See, and you know what's so crazy is it's a testament to, you know, people don't like change that much. Like I like moving towards electric, and I enjoy driving electric as a daily driver. But in general, you're dealing with a culture that doesn't want that level of change. And the reality is they want to hold on to old shit like V8 engines and stuff like that, which are getting phased out. And on top of that, you know, the technology as far as going to these big touchscreens, a lot of people actually are resistant to that. A lot of people don't want touchscreens. Like, a lot of people want these physical knobs and buttons, which I totally understand because it's so much easier to deal with. Like, if you want to use your heated, cooled seats or your steering wheel to heat it, the buttons are so much easier to deal with than having to go through a touchscreen. And, you know, Dodge, first of all, the reliability is shit, but if, you know, without the V8 engine, it's like, you know, they're going to have to bring it back. They don't have a choice. Like, there's just no choice. You know? People will keep buying this stuff in perpetuity simply because it gives them, like, how should I say, it gives them that feeling of nostalgia, I guess. But again, the Hellcat is easily the greatest fucking V8 engine ever made. I know there's lots of people who try to argue, oh, but dude, the Porsche Cayenne had this, and it's like, I don't care. The Hellcat is easily the greatest V8 engine ever made. Not to mention the greatest affordable V8 engine ever made. You know, because before they pushed the prices of these things up to $100,000, a Hellcat cost like $76, $75. It was like having a bacon cheeseburger and putting on extra bacon and putting on extra cheeseburger. Look at that girl. She's up there touching the cat logo. See, that's the thing. The Hellcat had a fucking identity. See, this, we got the big body, we got the wide back right here. But no, you got the wide body kit. And when you get the wide body kit, you get the bigger tires. It's like 305, 345. You can get some big tires on these things. But the Hellcat had that brand identity. And that identity, like, once they introduced that, I was like, how can they possibly top this? And it just so happened that they couldn't top that. Either it was because of regulations, or not really. I have the Jeep SRT, and I know sitting behind myself when I'm sitting in it, and it's like not happening. So I was just sitting in this because I was charging up my phone a little bit, and these things have old charging points. They don't have all those new USB-Cs. I didn't have a USB-C wire. I should have had it. Yeah.
It shows. It looks like they have both.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So basically,
you don't even work for them.
No.
You're selling it for me.
Exactly. What do you have now?
I have a Honda CR-V.
A Honda CR-V, yeah.
And I want to get the Charger, but
not the electric one.
No.
Oh yeah. You want the Scat Pack or the Hellcat?
One that's affordable.
They marked up all the prices on them. None of them are affordable. They used to start at like $30,000 now.
I just looked last year when we came, and it was like, 32, 36.
I bought that Charger Hellcat. That thing was like better than a Lamborghini. That thing was crazy.
I have an 8-year-old, so I want my car to last a couple more years, and then I'll get a Dodge. And then he can get it. It'll be his...
Well, your CR-V will last forever.
Yes, it will.
You know, he just treated it nice.
You want a new car? And I'm like, I do, but I want it to be closer to the age that you'll be driving, so you can get it as your car.
By the time... How old is it?
He's 8.
By the time he's old, it's like, everything will be electric. And they'll probably put laws and say, yeah, you're not allowed to drive gas.
Yeah, but if we have a power outage and something happens, nobody's going anywhere.
That is true.
Right?
But the thing about it is, if we had a power outage, the house would be down too. So we'd have a big problem. Yes. But that would be cool, yeah.
All right.
Get a Hellcat.
Hellcat.
You get a Hellcat. Get the Hellcat.
A yellow one?
Get a red one.
A red one?
I had a red one. Get a red one. Big backs and wide bodies. That's what I'm talking about. See, y'all don't understand what I'm talking about. I'm talking about big backs. That's what I'm talking about. See, y'all don't get it. You do not get it. Yep. I typically don't sit in the back of these cars much. I'm always in the front seat anyway. He said it's old.
They say 8 miles. You see up front, that thing like it done been a lot more than 8 miles. It's done.
Man, they still in that thing over there? They've been bumping that Hellcat over there for a while. I would have gotten in that one, but they've been bumping that thing. They've been in that thing for an hour. You see, and that's the thing. Dodge basically killed themselves by getting rid of that fucking V8 engine. They killed themselves. That's what this culture is. Generation, what is it? Generation Z, Generation Alpha. That's what they want, and they ain't getting it. Because by the time they're old enough to drive, these cars won't even exist anymore. I know they're keeping the Durango around a little bit longer, and they're claiming that they're going to put the V8 in the Jeep, but I'm done with this stuff. I'm done. I'm all about luxury now. They're still bumping that shit too. You got all those other kids looking. Oh, I want to get in the Hellcat. It's like, no, we're bumping the Hellcat. You know. I hate those wheels. That's another thing. From the day that I got in that Trackhawk, which by the way has been discontinued, I was disappointed that they didn't put new styled rims on that Trackhawk. And now they got the Durango Hellcat, and that shit, the wheels still suck. It's like, come on, y'all not gonna put new cool wheels on your Hellcat product? Even if they had just taken the Charger and Challenger Hellcat wheels and they put those 20s or 22s or something, if they had put that on the Durango and the Trackhawk, and then they gave it the Hellcat hood, because that was the other thing, the Trackhawk didn't have the Hellcat hood. But now, with the Durango, you get the Hellcat hood, and then you get them ugly-ass wheels. I never liked those wheels. I felt like OJ. It's like, these are some ugly-ass shoes. They said, hey, Mr. Simpson, do you recognize these shoes? And he was like, oh, I never wear those ugly-ass shoes, those Bruno Malleys. He's like, those were some ugly-ass shoes. And that's the thing. They put ugly-ass shoes on that Durango right there. The Trackhawk had the 2017 Nighthawk wheels. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. It's like you're going backwards. And that's when I realized. I was like, yo, SRT is fucked. That's when I realized. I was like, wait a minute, y'all going backwards. You used to put planning and style. It's like, what is it? What did I say? You gotta have wide body kits and big backs right there. Wide body kits with 305 tires, 345 aspect ratio, 20-inch. Gotta have big back, wide body, you know. I'm pretty sure I've got about 10% charge on this thing, so I'll be getting out of here in a minute. Yeah. I'll let my battery charger fast charge it for the rest. Like it? Like it? You like it?
Very nice.
They still over there bumping that Hellcat. They're not letting nobody else get in that Hellcat. It's like they just occupied the Hellcat. The Hellcat over there. They've been in that truck for like a half hour. They're not letting nobody else get. They just occupied.
They're the same truck. I mean, size-wise.
Dude. Have you ever driven a Hellcat engine before?
Oh no.
I owned a Hellcat Charger. Let me tell you something. I've driven everything that I could drive, but those Hellcat engines, man, those things are crazy. Yeah.
Coming back in another year or so.
They said that they're bringing them back. I'm not happy with the new design of the new Jeep Grand Cherokee. I still have the old Jeep SRT, and I had the Charger Hellcat, but man, those things are crazy. Like, it's like driving Lamborghini with 4 doors. It's like crazy. And most of these kids will never be able to get that, because by the time they get older, everything's going to be electric, chances are. And they're going to wipe those engines out one way or another. They're not going to let those engines keep being made. You'll see. Sooner or later. I don't know what these tariffs are going to do, but you'll see. You'll see, because they're going to figure out a way to get rid of them. And if they do, Dodge is done. The whole company's going to disappear. Because even right now, like, their sales are down like 50%. They're trying to race to put these V8s back in these cars.
Nobody wants an electric car.
Well, I won't say no. You got to understand, daily drive an electric car, a lot of people are buying them. The problem is these things. Well, no, if you live in Manhattan, no, I have a house, I have an electric car, I have a charger on the side of my house. I can charge at home. I understand most people who live in apartments and stuff. Yeah, this is not going to be for them. I totally.
want to put a 220 line in my house just to have an electric car.
Well, you should have a 220 line just for the house itself. You know, dryer, washing machines, and appliances. You should get a 220 line just to have it.
I had one pending, and I got no problem.
No, you're not going to have a problem. But what if you ever want more stuff? You know, without your fuse box blown. My mom had to do that. She had to get the upgrade. You know, it's very convenient. As long as you're just going back and forth to work and to wherever like, if it's a daily driver, one of the small electric cars make a lot of sense. But when you're talking about doing road trips, and first of all, that like these cars, they cost you a fortune to do a road trip unless you get the V6 model.
Oh yeah.
Because that one over there, that's what is it? That's like $3.86 a gallon, and you're basically talking about $2 a mile to drive that car. Yeah, because even my Jeep SRT had the 6.4, and I was only getting 10 miles to a gallon. You know, so no, when you and then you factor in the higher cost of insurance and the higher cost of maintenance, no, those cars will literally cost you $3 a mile. $3 a mile. That's insane.
This is not bad with the 6-cylinder.
No, with the 6-cylinder, it makes a lot of sense. Especially, like, if you didn't want a minivan. Me, personally, if I was doing road trips, I'd get that minivan, like the Kia Carnival. And if I was doing road trips with family. But I wouldn't mind having the V6. But the V8, nah, when you take these things on road trips, you drive just to Rhode Island, 200 miles. It's like, oh, man, I got to refill just to go back home. Yeah. It is comfy. It is comfy, though. All right, have fun. They're still in that Durango Hellcat. These people are still bumping that damn thing. I'm about to get out. I'll let my battery charger do the rest, but I can't believe they're still in that thing. They're not even letting nobody else get in there.
You're in the car?
Hmm? Who's that?
Did you touch everything in the car?
Hi.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
This time. So shut the door. Want to shut the door?
Hi.
When you shut this door, your phone is alone.
We're good.
Want me to close it again?
Oh, yeah, sure. You can come to the other side. If you want to get in, you can come to the other side. Oh.
Right there.
Yeah, I'm about to get out of here.
This is different.
Yeah, see, I'm just in here charging my phone. Like, these dudes are in here. They act like they own that thing right there.
A one.
I think the Durango Hellcat was a very good product. I just think it came too late. I think the Durango Hellcat and the Trackhawk, they should have introduced those very, very close to each other, and they didn't. You know, but this is like the ultimate. This is like the ultimate 3-row, basically the Hellcat model. The ultimate. You know.
Not gonna say hi? Say hi.
You're like sitting on mommy's lap right now.
Yep.
All right, I'm about to get out of here. So I made it out of there. This thing was $51,000. So for the same price as that Honda, what is that thing called? A Passport? You got to get the wide back and the big bag and the wide body. I'm sorry. So did these dudes are still in there? Jesus Christ. I've been sitting for a rest for like 10, 15 minutes. Yo, these dudes, see, that's the thing, you know, that's what killed the Dodge product. When they ghettoized this shit and the rappers started fucking rapping about these things, it was over. It was over. All right. So now I can go over to Lincoln. So they put the Wagoneer S front and center, showing off the fact it has no engine. They put the Wagoneer S front and center. Yeah, so I just think it's nice. They should have just made it bigger. If they had made this the same size as the Jeep Grand Cherokee, I think they wouldn't be having problems moving them. But that just reminds you that you don't make small cars. We need wide backs and big bodies. So you got the orange ambient lighting right now. USB-C ports. This one's not loaded, so this is not a launch edition. The launch edition has the heated and ventilated seats in the back. So, hi.
Is it automatic to
Yeah. So they got the massage seat setting thing there, but they don't have the heating and ventilated system. And it looks like they don't even have the massage seats, because if they had the massage seats, I think the button would be on the door. But I'm looking at it. I see it does say it has the massage thing. It just doesn't have the door buttons, and it doesn't have the heated, ventilated buttons right there. So, yeah, it's not a launch model, or maybe it is. Maybe it's just nope. It's not launch. It's limited. And they want $67 for that, but the launch model is $74 with discounts, of course. All right. That's enough of that. Let's go over to Lincoln. Take a look at the Navigator. Now, from what I know, right now, you can't option out a Navigator with televisions in the back, because I already went and took a look at Lincoln itself. I went to the dealership and I saw a couple of these things. They probably don't have a black label. So that's the Navigator. I think the Escalade but the Escalade, they did a way better job. I really do think that. The third row seat in this Navigator, this is the L model. The third row seat is definitely more spacious. You can sit back there easily. I'm surprised there's no roof for you to have light back there, but there's no roof. And that's the monitor screen. I like the fact that you can watch videos. But they should have put the headrest monitors. And then this panel, I didn't play with this when I went to the dealership. The seats have massage features, or they have heating and cooling if you have it fully loaded. So it's nice that they have these little touchscreens. But see, that's what a lot of people are complaining. They're like, oh, we don't like the screen. Screens don't equal luxury. Like, yeah, well, they kind of do. That's the Aviator. Has like that same C-pillar style that they're starting to use on Cadillac. It's almost like they're getting their parts from the same suppliers almost. Now when you get a Lincoln, you can get fragrance dispensers. Oh, Mercedes does have a show. Oh, I'll be damned. It's a smaller show than ever, but so these scents, you can pump those into the ventilation system in the Nautilus. This one's the Nautilus. And I believe the Navigator has it too. It's an option.
This is the mid-size. This is the Explorer size.
Yeah, so this one has that screen, just like the Navigator.
Any questions?
No, we're good, thanks.
Any questions?
If I asked you a question, it would be rhetorical. I'm like, why didn't they make it so you could put monitors in the second row of the Lincoln? Now, I went to the Lincoln dealer to option it out.
Yes.
I didn't see it available.
Only
How
on
much?
Black label.
Only on a black label?
Can you get the rear
Yeah,
seat?
but why not the regular one?
The first year of production tends to be minimize the manufacturing complexity as much as possible. So I would not be surprised, to your point, that in the 2026 model year, there are TVs available.
Because I went to Lincoln, I went to Hassett. They got one in, and then I went to the other Lincoln because they only had like two. They had a black one, they had a white one. And I tried doing it on the computer. It didn't allow you at this point to option it in.
Only on that build-in price, if you go to a black label, will it add that as an option. And it's actually standard on black label.
I'll check it again, now that you say that. Because I mean, it didn't make sense.
Do you want to look at it?
Oh, what? Oh, you mean the computer? Oh, okay, cool.
Navigator.
Yeah, it's like, what, a 130?
Standard length or extent?
No, regular length, regular.
So if we went to a black label.
And I'm guessing the Navigator also has the scent dispenser?
Yes, digital scent, and that's standard.
Not standard, okay.
It is standard. So you can kind of see it in the photo there, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. But they, okay, so I see what you're saying. They'll put it on the black label first.
Just on that trim, yes. And again, would I be surprised in 2026 if the Reserve has it? No, but again, complexity.
Yep. Okay, cool. All right, thanks a lot, sir.
Did you have a good experience at the retailers that you went to? Were they helpful? Did you get all the answers you needed other than this?
Pretty much. Okay. Yeah, we sat in it, looked at the computers and everything, we're playing with it. Because basically it was like I was looking at that and the Escalade IQ, you know?
Got it.
But see, the Escalade IQ basically comes fully loaded right away. It's like when you buy that, it's everything's there. But the Navigator is just, it's a different design. But I like what they did with the panels.
Do you like the look of it?
Yeah.
Overall?
Yeah. We have a 2010, but it's got like 400,000. But we use it to tow cars back and forth to car shows.
Gotcha.
So eventually we're gonna get another one, and we'll probably get it fully loaded or whatever. Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time and thank you for your interest. We appreciate it.
You work for Lincoln or you work for?
We work for an agency, but all we do is Lincoln.
Cool.
So,
all right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Have a great.
All right. So, Mercedes, where is the S-Class? I don't see an S-Class here. There's no S-Class. We got wide bodies and big backs. We got wide bodies and big backs, but we don't have, where's the S-Class? There's no S-Class here. Where's the S-Class? How do you have a Mercedes show, but no S-Class? There's no S-Class here. I'm very disappointed. Now, right now, we actually, you probably see in the video in my family, one of us, well, actually two of us, one of my uncles, one of my aunts, they've got GLEs. And my aunt, hers is about to go back off of the lease soon. And this is a GLS, though. She has the GLE, and she has the regular one. She doesn't have the plug-in hybrid. But where is the S-Class? If there's no S-Class, this is a CLE. Okay. Yeah. 75,000, huh? This is not bad for a coupe. That's nice for a coupe. 75,000, 76,000. That's not bad for a coupe. A two-door coupe, too. It's not bad. That's nice. Let's back away from it. Two-door coupe, $76,000. It's like they think Americans are made of money, but I'll tell you what, them tariffs gonna show them otherwise. Yeah, so basically, I'm almost done up here on this floor. I'm gonna run downstairs, take a look at them test driving the cars and everything, and then I'm getting out of here. I've seen everything I needed to see. So I saw Lincoln. There's Lucid, but I went to the Lucid. See, we gotta have wide bodies and big backs. You see what I'm saying? Wide bodies. In fact, you know what? Wide bodies and big backs. That's what you gotta have. If you want to sell these cars, they gotta be wide body. Sorry about that, sir. Right, sir. Wide bodies and big backs. So this is the Lucid Gravity. They love those minivans. Wide bodies and big backs. Is that locked? Oh, they say, yeah, you ain't getting in that one. You ain't getting this one over here. Love those. And see, minivan, when you have a bunch of children, when you have like 7 or 8 children in the family, and your wife is cranking them out, you gotta have a minivan. You gotta have a minivan. Because if you don't have a minivan, you don't have enough space for the kids. So Lucid, I didn't really show this in the video that I made of the Gravity, but they have this seat. It's like a soft seat where you could sit on the frunk itself. So I always thought that was nice. Oh, okay, so the wheels move. All right. But I took you to the Lucid dealer. This might be the same car. For all I know, this actually might be the same car they had there. But they've got other ones. But see, the Lucid dealers, they told me that they didn't have a whole lot of them right now in America that were pre-production to show off. And that's the Lucid Air right there. I've been seeing more and more of those on the road. So my guess is the lease deals and the finance deals are getting more aggressive. But as far as this Gravity goes, let's just understand this before we leave, because I already made a video about the Gravity. This thing starts at $90,000, right? But here's the thing. They want to point out the autonomous driving, but the autonomous driving adds like $7,000 to this thing. Then they want to point out the 22 speaker system, right? This 22 speaker system, every single option on this car adds either $2,000 or like $3,000, right? So by the time you've finished adding features, this car is $120,000. Now, granted, most people aren't going to buy every single feature. I understand that. But even if you buy half of the features, you're still at $110,000. So this thing is not cheap. I like the interior. I really like the interior. It's an electric minivan, though. So basically, you see what you're looking at right now? Without me even saying it, because you know exactly what I'm talking about, there are certain demographics that love minivans because they have a crap ton of children, little children. So there's certain demographics that love minivans. I'm not going to be specific, but there's certain demographics that have wide bodies and big backs, and their husbands are cranking them children out, and they love minivans. And then it just so happens that this demographic has a lot of money. So because that demographic has a lot of money, a luxury electric minivan makes a lot of sense. See, I could be a car salesman because I understand the American car market very well. Wide bodies and big backs. But the demographic in question has a lot of money, has a lot of children, and they love minivans, especially here in New York City. They love minivans. So my thinking is, if I was a Lucid dealer, I would be going after that specific demographic. I'm not going to name names. Not going to name names. Trump finger's not going to name names. We're not going to do it. But there's a very specific demographic that loves minivans and has a lot of children. And if I was a Lucid dealer, I would go right after a certain demographic that loves having a lot of children and has a lot of money. That's what I would do. Now, I hope I've been specific, but I haven't been specific because because that's how Trump talks. Trump is very vague. You got to be very vague. You can't give it all away, because then somebody could call you on your bullshit. See, if you're vague, nobody can just call you on your bullshit. Because you can always pretend. You'd be like, oh, well, I didn't say that. They're like, I didn't say that. I said there's a very specific demographic that has a lot of children and a lot of money. And if I was a Lucid dealer, that's who I'd be looking to sell to. I'm not going to be specific. I'm not going to be specific. I'm not going to name names. And I'm certainly not going to call anybody out, but there is a certain demographic that has a lot of children and has a lot of money, and they love minivans. So if I was a Lucid dealer, I'd be selling to them because I understand the market. You see what I'm saying? You gotta have wide bodies and big backs. See what I'm saying? No, but you don't see what I'm saying because I'm not being specific. I'm not gonna be specific. There's a certain demographic that loves electric cars, minivans, and has a lot of children. But I'm not going to be specific. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. And then you got the Cullinana in there, but I already saw that. So I guess I'm pretty much done up here, if I'm not mistaken. I think I just saw every single thing up here, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that there's a demographic that has a lot of children and loves minivans. Oh, they opened up the Rolls Royce for us. How nice. But you know what's not here? The Wraith is not here, nor is the Spectre. It has tray tables. And I'm pretty sure if it has tray tables, I'm pretty sure it has TVs. This is what my aunt needs to get. But my aunt does not want to pay over $1,000 a month. So chances are she will not be getting this. But this is what she needs right here.
This is an individual.
My friend has one. He wants to sell it. He has a goat. He has a business. He does a goat. He has a goat.
You know what's so funny? When you actually go to a Rolls Royce dealership, like I've done, when the Cullinan first came out, I made a video because I actually went to test drive the Lamborghini Urus and I drove it. I couldn't really video it because they were like, no, you're not allowed to have a camera while you're driving, which I totally understand for safety purposes. But I drove the Urus. I wasn't really impressed. But when I sat in the Cullinan, very, very big fucking car. But it's funny because when you actually get into these cars, you realize that they're really not that special. They look beautiful. Absolutely, they look beautiful. But when you get in them, you're like, wait a minute. They got the same materials and shit. Like when you get the leather packages on most of these other cars, it's like the same materials. And you realize, you're like, wait a minute. By keeping me away from it and by putting a price tag really high on it, you've basically made it appear that this is better than everything else. And really, it's not. But that's the luxury game. That's just what they do. They make you think that you're buying something so much better. And you're really not. Because I would say, when you want to get one of these Rolls Royces, you gotta have wide body kits. See, they only got the narrow body kit on the Rolls Royce. You gotta get the wide body kit for the Rolls Royce. And well, see, because if you're a big guy like me, you got a big back. So when you got a big back, you gotta have to have a wide body kit. A wide body kit. Like you're gonna have to have 305 tires. You're gonna have to have big tires. But you don't know that. You don't even know what I'm talking about because you guys don't know nothing about the auto market. I know everything about the auto market. Somebody just said to me in one of my comments, "Oh, buddy, you don't know nothing about the auto market." I was like, yes, I don't argue with poor people. So I'm just gonna, you have a nice day, goodbye. Maserati. There's nothing special about fucking Maserati at all. There's really nothing. This is a Chrysler product rebadged, for God's sakes. Frickin' FCA, Fiat. But by keeping you away from it, they make you appear, they make you think that it's better than everything else. It's not. The MC20, meh. It's kind of like a Viper. Like for instance, if Chrysler came out with a new Dodge Viper based on this fucking car, and it was just a cheaper version, people would be, oh wow, they brought the Viper back, yeah, they brought the Viper back. But they're not gonna bring the Viper back. They're not gonna do it. Or maybe they will, I don't know, because at this point, they're terrified that they're gonna go out of business. But let me tell you something, if you wanna sell these cars, you gotta have wide bodies, and you gotta have big backs. Because Americans have big backs, but you gotta have wide body kits. Wide body kits. I'm talking about 325 tires. The aspect ratios have to be ridiculous. Wide bodies and big backs. But y'all don't know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure you don't know what I'm talking about. All right, I am pretty much done here. I've seen everything. I've driven everything. Did they turn the screen on in this Nautilus? Did they turn the screen on? I feel like singing that. So you know what? I like those 80s cartoons. You remember that song from Transformers? You remember Robots in Disguise? You know, what was it? How did that song go? It said, Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. Oh, good. They did turn it on, huh? Made in China. Autobots. This Nautilus is made in China. So you could see it in the VIN number 5LMP. Man, that Navigator that's the L model. That thing is huge. Jesus Christ. That's a big ass truck. That's a big ass truck. Lincoln, why would they put these cars out and not put the lighter color interiors in them? Because you want to put the lighter color interiors so everybody can see what your car looks like inside, you know? Don't just put the dark interior, because we can't even see the car. Might get one or two of the Navigator. Put that on my blog. I might get one of the inside. No, you're okay. Oh, didn't that go? I'll walk around to the other side. Man, this thing is big. Yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. I've seen everything I needed to see. Just want to get one shot of that widescreen.
Pay attention to the full length of the inhale from its very start, all the way.
Escalade Navigator. The Navigator's here, but Cadillac didn't come. Cadillac didn't come. How unfortunate. All right, I think I'm ready. I've seen everything I needed to see. I'll probably just go downstairs, do a quick walk around, and then I'm out of here. Oh yes, I forgot this Acura. Well, I could pay them a very quick visit. So basically, it's the ZDX. I have yet to actually see in person a ZDX that actually had Super Cruise in it. Like not a single. Oh, this one has it. Yeah, this is the first one I've seen that has the Super Cruise system. Pretty sure it doesn't have the massage seats, but I don't even think that's an option. Has the GM beeping. Oh, sorry about that. I just wanted to see if this had massage seats, but I don't think it does. Has my Super Cruise, but not the massage seats. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, you can't access the seats from the screen. If I'm not mistaken, you have to do it from the actual buttons. I prefer my Lyric for far. Then you have this power mirror for seeing behind you. Notice that there's no Cybertrucks here. See, Tesla doesn't come to these shows. Tesla never comes to these shows. What they really should have done was they should have come to these shows, but they never did. So you gotta have wide body kits and big back. For the big backs, you gotta have wide body kits for the big backs because you got a lot of people with big backs. So you gotta have the wide bodies, wide bodies. The wider the better. Because what was it? Audi, they already taught us. They're like, yo, listen, if you make it wide, that makes the ride and the handling much, much better. They called it Quattro. Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm tired. I've seen everything. And I'm gonna go downstairs for the wide body. We got the wide body spectacle kits. Because the thing about this Hyundais, you gotta have wide body kits on these Hyundais. Because see, if you got you see those tires? If you got wide bodies on the tires, it's like the car is so much better. You know, you get like a 304. What size is those tires? Let me see. Oh, these are Pirellis. And what is that? This is R20. 270. These are 275s. These are 275s. So no, what I'm saying, you gotta have wide tires on these things. Make it staggered. You know? It's nice interior. I think I've seen everything I need to see. That's basically every single show here, and I did it in record time because there's not that much. Then they have their little booths where they take people upstairs, and I guess that's where they sit and chill and eat and stuff. So now I'll run downstairs, see what's downstairs, and then I'm getting out of here. I've seen enough. Then I get right back into the city. What is this? The Subaru WRX Legacy? What the hell is this? Do they have the downstairs thing? I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah, they do. It's down there. All right, so that's it. I'm gonna go down there. They got the Jeep ride thing out there. I'm not getting on any of that shit. I'll go right to left.
Audi said they're going.
I'll go right to left. Concession stands are extraordinarily overpriced. Last year, I got one of those fresh squeezed lemonades. Thought that shit was disgusting. Like, if I want fresh squeeze, I'll get it from what is it called? I'll get it from Stu Leonard's. So these are the cars of yesteryear. These are the old cars. So if I'm not mistaken, yeah, they have the ride along. They have that. Let's see what they got. So this is where you bring the kids, so you can do the ride along. They got all these old ass BMWs, none of which I care about. So I'm just gonna keep on walking. Porsche. I don't care about those either. I know there's some people criticizing, oh yeah, we always call Porsche boring. Yes, I do. That's exactly right. Yes, I do. Oh, well, if I had an old BMW M3 or whatever, I could beat you. I don't care. I'm not going to race you. I don't care. Nissan GTRs. I kind of like those, but those are old. Let's see what cars they're riding along with. Yeah, all this Fast and Furious bullshit, I can give a fuck, man. That shit is a bad phase, and most of these kids are going to be so broke, they're not going to be able to afford any of this shit anyway. Oh, they have the Jeep Wagoneer S over there. So you can sit in there and ride along. I'll wait until the Electric Expo, and then I'll do that. So they have the Dodge Charger EV. ride along. I'm not waiting for that. I already drove it. The Nissan Ariya, Cadillac Lyric. It's too bad Cadillac didn't show up. Cadillac could have put the Escalade IQ, the Vistic, the Optic, and the Lyric, and that's all they had to bring. Just 4 cars, even if you could get in them or not. They just did. They said, "Fuck that. We don't even need to show up." These cop cars. Oh shit! They got the Escalade IQ. Escalade IQ. Holy shit! Okay, so they don't have a show, but they did bring the Lyric. Oh, and that's how they're charging them. They're charging them in the middle of the floor. Yeah, but those are level 2 charges. That must take forever. Level 2 charges. That takes like hours. Chevy Blazer. Where's the Cadillac tent? Oh, they must have put the GM tent, Cadillac tent together. Okay, I see the what is it called? What's that damn thing called? The Silverado. And you know what's amazing? Because these cars are electric, you can actually drive them indoors. If these were gas cars, there's no way in hell they'd let you drive these things indoors. Cadillac. Oh my God, look how many people waiting for this shit. Hi. It's a long line. All of this is Cadillac?
So this is for all of them. So from Cadillac to Toyota, Volkswagen.
Oh, to get into any of them. Wow. It's a long wait. There's the Lyric. Oh, you have to height. Yeah, if I want to drive any of this shit, I'll just go to the dealer and drive it. I don't feel like waiting on these lines. Oh, there's the Dodge Charger EV with that fake noise. And it's always at the same exact pitch. That's the problem. It's like everybody's like, well, not only is it fake, but it's distracting. Yeah. Oh, look at that Escalade. Look at it. It's like trying to turn an elephant. That thing weighs 9,000 freaking pounds. But look how fast it moves. It's like trying to turn an elephant. So basically, they've expanded this basement level to be track, because last year it wasn't as large, but they've expanded it. I'm basically done. I'm tired and I'm done. I'm ready to get up out of here, and let's see where to go. Nevera started the special events, so they got some other of these Fast and Furious builds down here. So I go over there. Oh, gee, nobody's lined up to try to be a state trooper? If I needed a job, I mean... Yeah, I ain't waiting on none of this shit. I've driven cars that most of these people will never drive. I've driven these cars at speeds that most of these people will never drive. I've driven these cars so fast and furious, I could have made the movie Fast and Furious myself. I've driven at speeds that are so illegal that you can't even talk about them. Comes that big old Escalade, that Charger EV. So they restyled the front end of the EV6, I see. I was just gonna wait for the Escalade to come by again. But then again, it looks like they're just starting them now. Yeah, I'll just wait for the Escalade, then I'm getting out of here. They got a Volkswagen bus. Where is the Escalade? There's the Jeep Wagoneer S. I want you to notice how much louder the Scat Pack version was than the RT version. The red RT came through here. That was obviously a stage 1, but notice how much louder that was. There it is, silver Escalade. There you go. There it is. See that right there, the red one is a stage 1, and you'll notice that you can't even make that louder. It's the Scat Pack that's loud. The stage 1 is just low. You can barely hear it. Like, I swear to God, Dodge done fucked up. They really done fucked up. They like destroyed themselves, basically. All right, I am done. I'm gonna make my way downtown. All these vans and stuff, all these RVs, they cool and everything. In fact, you know what? Maybe I'll look at one of them. It's like there's some people who have houses, and their houses aren't even as big inside as these freaking RVs are. Oh, okay. It's like a safari bus. Oh, there's the whatever happened to Winnebago? It's like they got a freaking microwave. A microwave and everything. I don't feel like getting up in that damn thing. Oh, look at this one. Brooklyn camper vans. Oh, it's got a toilet right behind the seat. It's literally got a toilet right behind the seat, for God's sake. A Hummer EV. All your inverters and everything are down here, and this is where you sleep. This ain't enough space for me to sleep. What are you, 5 foot nothing? You got a toilet right there, sink right there. Like, this would be cool if I was going camping, but who the hell really does? Like, me personally, just give me a big minivan and we'll call it a day. All right. I'm basically done. I'm making my way out of here. Yeah, there's that Scat Pack again. I'm basically getting out of here. I'm tired. It's 1:25. Yo, turn that shit off. The McLaren couldn't buy themselves a show? Well, looks like I'm going to get copyright infringement again.
Happy birthday to Emiliano. Happy birthday to Justin. Happy 18th birthday to you.
Hey, I know these guys. That's Big Bank. Big Bank got it. This is orange. This truck is normally orange. Jesus Christ. How much money did they spend on this fucking truck? This truck was orange the last time I saw it. Big Bank. Big Bank.
NYPD Youth Strategies Division, shout out to y'all, man. I'm cool like that.
This is just ridiculous.
Yes, we're at the Nevera Stop Experience. Happy birthday, shout out to Erica. That's right, y'all. God's Kicks function, and we do birthdays too, Erica. Now, you should go over to the weed class and check something out. And if you like it, right over here in the corner, right here, right past the school, go over to the weed class. If you see something you like, you can buy.
All right, I think I'm done. I'm tired. I'm getting up out of here. I've had enough.
That's right, y'all. The goal here.
Suicide?
It's all purpose.
No, I got not. That's all right. These are regular things. Thanks. All-purpose sneaker class. I got freaking Skechers fucking jogging shoes on. All right, let me get up out of here. I'm tired. I'm out of here. That's enough.
What I want to know is how the silent auction is going over there at Grandstand Sports.
I gotta walk like a mile to get back to my car. I feel really bad for the kids who are growing up now who think that this is as good as it gets when it comes to these auto shows. Because they don't know about the wide bodies and the big backs. They don't know about it. They do not know about it. Nibble and graze? Now I ain't eating shit here. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'll get something to eat in the city. You eat in here, you're spending like $50 for nothing. Feels like they put more thought into the food court this time. Okay, so I got a Toyota bag and I got a little fanny pack. Cool for me. So the question you gotta ask yourself is this worth $22 for an adult? Is it worth it? It's a nice walk. I will say this, it's a nice walk.
There's no re-entry.
If you want to see over here, you got to go out.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm tired. I'm ready to go home, jump in my bed, try to finalize this fucking video for the next 10 hours, trying to get rid of this copyright music. So that's it. That's the New York International Auto Show right there. That's basically it. You can put your questions, comments, and criticisms in the comments section. I am getting out of here. So I think I probably, when all in all, I probably got between 2 and 3 hours worth of video. So that's going to take a little bit of time to compress. right back to the concrete jungle with glass and steel. Yeah, that was interesting, fun. Now goes the long walk back home. What is this, 30? I gotta walk down 5 or 6 city blocks, and then I gotta walk over like 4 or 5 to get back to Penn Station. But I'll make it. And this architecture, the last time I came here, I don't remember it looking like this. It's like they built these buildings up fast. Interesting, really cool. It's pretty fun. And now I'm back in the LRRR on my way, go back home. And it's 2 o'clock, but people are starting to get out of work, I guess. So we haven't hit rush hour yet, but it's a pretty fast ride back out of the city. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. I know YouTube's not gonna help me at all bump it, so if you want to share it, that's cool. But YouTube don't help no much. So it is what it is. It's a nice day, a very nice day. Calm weather, not too cold, not too hot. It's a very nice day for a nice long walk. Pretty cool. They got a toilet on this bad boy. I can wash my hands. I could go in there and wash my hands. I haven't ridden, I forgot they had those. It's so cool. All right, on my way back. Oh, that's it. Video's basically over. So I'm gonna go collect my car, and I'm gonna go out about the business. So I had a nice long day. I'm very tired. So from here I should be able to see my car from here. So the market was closed today because this is Good Friday, I believe. So the market is still down. Okay. There it is. Right there. There's my car. That guy parked that truck behind me. Anything cool in the lot? Doesn't look like it. So expensive now. These cars are either really expensive or really boring. Even Keisha agrees right here. I got Keisha right here. Alright, well, again, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Go down there yet. This guy right next to my car. I don't like that. So let's get on down there. All right.
To be continued.